Hello folks, welcome back. This is the beginning of our spring 2021 road trip, and we're going to start out with a video here for Desoto Falls in northern Alabama. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Thanks for watching. Alright folks, well we're finally on the roadway. We did get a late start today. We had some personal commitments, so it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's time for the adventure to begin. We've crossed into Georgia. We're actually west of Tifton, Georgia right now. I just thought it was kind of unique. This area, everywhere you look, there's pecan trees or pecan trees, whichever way you want to pronounce it, all over the place, just for miles and miles. We're now coming into Columbus, Georgia. You can see the red clay starting to happen and the hills are picking up here. We're going to be crossing over once we go through Columbus into Alabama and headed up to Desoto. Well, we've made it to northern Alabama and some of these beautiful lakes up here. It's getting late. It's probably going to be dark when we get to the campground. Well, we're still a little south of Desoto. As you can see, the moon's already up on this side. We've got a gorgeous sunset on this side. So we're going to go ahead and end it for the night here because the cameras don't film real well at night. And I'll leave you with this beautiful sunset as we say goodnight. Good morning, folks. Well, we got checked in last night. It was dark when we set up, but we got set up and checked in with no problems. I'm going to give you a quick drive through the main road on the Desoto State Park. It's a beautiful park. There's numerous trails all over to hike on. It's a wonderful campground, which I'll show you later and give you all the specifics on. One thing that was kind of surprised me when I got here, though, Desoto Falls is actually several miles from here. It's not in the actual park. Now, there are smaller falls in the park that you can hike to and see, but the main attraction is not actually in the park. Let's go ahead and leave the park and head to the main attraction down this beautiful mountain road, which is going to be Desoto Falls at the end. Welcome to Desoto Falls. There's unique things about Desoto Falls is it's not only a waterfall, but it's also a dam. The dam was built in 1925 by a gentleman named A.A. Miller. It's approximately 10 to 15 feet high. It sits at the top of a 107-foot waterfall. They used it to basically build a small reservoir, and then they used the 107 feet drop of the waterfall to route the water down to drive a turbine at the bottom of the dam. It's pretty unique, and it's a wonderful sight. I went back around to the trails, and we're going to take the trail to the overlook of the waterfall. There's also a trail that goes down to the plunge pool for the waterfall if you wanted to take it. It's supposed to be a light to moderate trail, so let's see what it looks like. what a wonderful view. Alright, well, let's go ahead and head back to the campground so I can give you information on that. And this is our site coming up here on the left. You'll see Cassie through the trees there. And our site was a paved site, pull through. It did have a fire ring with a grill built into the fire ring and a picnic table. Alright, well, let's go look at some other sites here. This is going to be Little Rivers Falls, which is part of the Little River Canyon National Preserve. It's a waterfall that I didn't know even existed up here when I came up to DeSoto, and it was a pleasant surprise. Short little paved path here, easy access, and the falls are at the bottom of it. What an awe-inspiring view. Let's head up to the parkway that runs along the canyon and see if we can get some other views of the waterfall from up there. As I was traveling down the parkway, I came across this unique rock formation, and I thought it looked kind of neat, and I figured you might like to see it too. So here you go. Alright folks, well that concludes our day here at DeSoto Falls. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. I've loved bringing it to you and providing you the videos. We're going to camp here tonight, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to head to Nashville so I can pick up Angela from the airport. She's flying in tomorrow so she can continue the rest of the spring trip with me. Good morning, folks. Had a wonderful evening here, nice and quiet and peaceful in this campground. No noises other than animal noises like birds and things like that. We're all hooked up and ready to go. As you can see here, we're leaving the campground. We're headed to Nashville. The bad news is they're calling for heavy rain later on, so I'll film as much as I can before it starts raining. Thought I'd show you this roadway that we used coming out of the campground, coming down off the mountain. It's just a beautiful, windy, typical mountain road. Kind of narrow, but it's pretty, so I'm going to show you the road as we head down and head into the valley. Alright folks, as we cross Nickajack Lake on the Tennessee River, as you can see, we're now in Tennessee. This is a beautiful ride up Interstate 24. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Alright folks, well that concludes this episode of the Spring 2021 road trip. Join us again next episode as we explore southern Missouri and some wonderful springs and some wonderful waterfalls. Also, we'll be bringing you some videos here soon on the Casita and some problems that we had and how we corrected those problems, and some maintenance tips for the Casita. Until then,
We appreciate your support. We definitely appreciate you watching the videos. And if you enjoyed them, remember to please subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you very much.